everyone, my name is Benson Menga and today we are discussing about the importance of God's law. Why is God's law important in our lives and the life of those people who surround us? God's law is very essential not only to our salvation but for the happiness of ours and the people who are connected to us. When we read in the book of Psalms 119 verse 165, it says, "Great peace have they which love thy law, and nothing shall offend them." So in Psalms 119 verse 165, we find that the law of God gives peace to children who love them. The law of God gives peace to God's children who love doing God's work. So the word of God brings peace in our hearts. That is another importance of the word of God. The first importance we found that the word of God is good for our own happiness. And the second one, it is that it gives peace to our hearts. And the first importance about the law of God is that it is the source of our liberty. The law of God, it is the form of how men can socialize with the fellow men, how men can treat the fellow men. So in following the God's law, we find that it gives us freedom. It gives us that liberty not to be oppressed. Just imagine if all nations were to keep the law of God. Neither nation can rise to another nation to go and do all. No. Everyone will be peace with one nation another because they will respect the form of humanity, the value of humanity. They will respect that killing is bad. They will respect that stealing is bad. They will respect that having a jealous eye on somebody's property is bad. Thereby, keeping the law of God, it gives us liberty. It gives us that freedom to live in peace with one another. Now, this law of God which protects us from men's harm. Men at the time when men of this world present them as some form of a burden to us, as if the law of God is very difficult and very troublesome and very heavy for us to carry. It is more like a yoke the way they present it. Yet this law of God, which fellow men think as if we cannot manage doing it, it is the one which is giving us peace. It is the one which is giving us hope. It is the one which is making us to live in harmony with our fellow men. Rather than the word of God, the law of God is not that riversome. The word of God is not that troublesome. The word of God is not that difficult.